Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Scoops AFL Trade/Free Agency Update Day 4. Wow, today we've had 4 deals go through. Oscar Allen is an eagle from an eagle to a lion. Sam Flanders is officially a Saint from the Suns, so happy about that. We'll get to that shortly. Brandon Starcevich is officially an eagle, and Judd McVie is officially a Docker from the Demons. So let's get into all that. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. Like this video. We're aiming for 15 likes for this video. Really like the amount of views and interaction in my trade wrap videos so far, so please keep that up. So yeah, let's get right into it. So subscribe and share these videos around. I would really appreciate it. Right, the first one that happened officially today was the Brendan Starcevich 3-way trade. Now, as of last night's recording, of course, half an hour after I recorded, the 3-way trade proposition came out. And wow, it was interesting. Fremantle got involved. Now, Freo, you would think, wouldn't get involved to help West Coast, so you would think it would be something that would benefit them, right? So in that 3-way trade, I think West Coast are the clear winners and Brisbane and Freo got shafted, which it's more embarrassing for Fremantle considering they came into the equation, right? And they were meant to be helping them out. So normally a club that does that, in Freo's example, they get highly benefited from something, giving away something that may not be as value to them, and they get more for just helping out. That's generally how it works. But really, it's like they were always intertwined into this because they didn't really win this at all. In fact, I would say they lost it more than anything. So West Coast, who I think easily won this trade, West Coast get Brandon Starcevich, a 2-time premiership player. I understand people say he's one concussion away from retiring, but they said that last time, and he's been cleared after the grand final concussion. And you put that to the side, they gained Brandon Starcevich, pick 12, 33, and 52. They only lose 16 and 23. So they clearly won. You know, West Coast got pick 12, an upgrade on 16, so they got a 4-pick upgrade. When it's that early in the draft, despite it being a compromised draft this year, that is highly, highly valuable. 4 picks higher in the first round is really, really important. They get a premiership player, a 2-time premiership player, Brandon Starcevich, who can be a leader in their backline. He'll be a player that plays every week. A hard lockdown player, a bull, is a really, really vital part for the Eagles. So that's value to him at around 23 to 33 range, which is about right. So they've done really well there. So they got Starcevich and pick 12. 33 and 52 for 16 and 23. So in the major picks here, West Coast gained the player Starcevich 12 and 33 while losing 16 and 23. So I don't see how they lost. They literally got the player and had a 4-pick upgrade on their first round draft pick. So they absolutely won and destroyed the other 2 teams involved in this trade. Now Brisbane, they received pick 16, 22, 44 and 50. They give up Brandon Starcevich, pick 19, 46 and 52. So they lost Starcevich in 19 for 16 and 22. Now, they had a 3-pick upgrade from 19 to 16, then lost 19 and went back 22. And then they got a 2-pick downgrade from 44 and 50 is what they got from 46 and 52. So, you know, a few pick swaps there at the back end, which don't really count for much. Academy bids and all that stuff. But that aside, they essentially got 16 and 22 for Starcevich and 19. I think I would easily rather Starcevich and 19 than 16 and 22. Now, the original tweet about this trade didn't have 22 in it, which I thought Brisbane were absolutely terrible in this trade. But because they got 22 officially now, because that tweet was wrong, about what the deal was, that got added in, so it makes it a bit better, but that would have been drastically worse had they not been included. So it's still bad. They got shafted, but not as shafted as they once thought. But see, journalists get things wrong. Fremantle, who remember, came into this deal, okay? They got pick 19, 23 and 46 for 12, 33, 44 and 50. Now, before people say, oh, it unlocked the Judd McVie trade to pick 23, which we'll get to after this, which is, yes, correct. They didn't have a pick in between. They had 12 and 33. 33 was too late, Melbourne said. 12 was too early, Freo said. I get they had to find a way. But when you get into a trade like this, where you're not involved in the Starcevich West Coast scenario, like, you got to mutually benefit from it, right? And you didn't really benefit at all because you came into this. So basically, you got 19 and 23 is the major pick. So they lost 44 and 50 for 46. That's clearly a loss there, right? They lost 2 late picks for 1 late pick, which is in the middle of those 2 picks. They lost clearly there. Then they got 19 and 23, which ended up being for McVee. But for this trade alone, 19 and 23 for 12 and 33. Again, 19 from 12 is a massive downgrade. You've gone 7 picks back in a compromised draft. You got 23 for 33. Great. That's a 10 spot increase. But has it been McVee? So essentially, it's 19 and McVee for 12 and 33. McVee's value, to be honest, is around 33. So they got shafted a little bit here, and a fair bit actually, because then they went back 7 picks from 12 to 19. And in that part of the draft, that is very vital. So I think they got shafted, and the Eagles easily won this trade. But yeah, well done to the Eagles. They get Brisbane Starcevich, and they win the trade, and they beat their arch rivals in the Dockers. They gave them the old heave over. Brisbane Starcevich, a 4-year deal at the Dockers. At the Eagles. Brisbane Starcevich, a 4-year offer at the Eagles. Then this goes to Judd McVee. Pick 23 to Melbourne, Judd McVee to Freo. They say he can play half back and maybe play a bit of a different role as well, maybe wing or something like that. Look, he's a okay player. I don't like that's for 23. I think that's a bit too early. But in the compromised draft, that might be 30 or 28 or something. So it's around the mark. You know, the pick may not even work. I get that, but you can say that for every club then, whether it's pick 1 or 50. So, look, I think they done okay out of it, Freo, but I would have just said 33 or nothing to Melbourne originally and not got involved in that pick swap with West Coast and Brisbane and kept 12 instead of getting 19 at the end of it. So it is what it is there. Now, Sam Flanders is officially a Saint with pick 7 as the straight swap. Now, people got to be educated on this. Pick 7 in a compromised draft will be around 13. Sam Flanders is contracted. Just like when the roles are reversed, when there's clubs that are going to contract a player, you're going to instantly get more than what they're probably worth. And in this case, Gold Coast have, but we had pick 7 and then nothing in the second round, and he's better than the second rounder. He's a late first. 13, he's basically late first when the bids come in, and they're going to use it for Petrarca anyway. So, in the end, we've both done really well. We get a player like Sam Flanders, who says on radio just before, going to play mainly inside mid. And he loves the way the Saints are going in the future, all the players coming in, with Naz re-signing and everything like that, he said. So it's just great to have Sammy Flanders on board, and I'm really pumped to have him on. Playing in the midfield crew with, with Naz and Sinclair when he pushes through there, and Steele if he's still there, and, the players that push through there, Filippo, Garcia, Boxall, etc. The future is bright at the Saints, for sure, and people are just jealous haters. But Gold Coast did well out of it because it helped them unlock the Christian Petrarca trade down the line this trade period. And then, literally only about 20 minutes ago, Oscar Allen is officially a Brisbane Lions player on a long-term deal as a free agent, and West Coast get pick 2 as compensation. Now, people really, really do need to understand how free agency compensation picks work. It is the year length, which is probably got 5 or 6 year deal from Brisbane. It's probably on 900,000, maybe $1 million. So that would compensate band 1 compensation, which is the pick after your ladder position. Had West Coast finished 5th, it would have been pick 6. That's just how it works. It's the age of the player, the contract length, and all the terms and everything around it. So for people complaining that he's not worth pick 2, no, but that's not how it works. You've got to really understand how compensation picks work. And people, for some reason, still do not understand how it works. It's clear, plain and simple. It's crystal clear how it works. Get used to it. They may change the rules over time, but that's what it is right now. Now, I'll leave you with this one. Clayton Oliver is likely to join the Giants. Obviously, we'll end up meeting with Collingwood, so this is a bizarre way of how this has been reported. It looks like the Giants, apparently follows them on Insta now, but could be a bit of a piss take he's doing it for, to know that people would look for those things. But look, I don't see the greatest fit for him there, but Josh Kelly may miss the rest of the year with a hip injury next season. So you see what Callahan and Tom Green and Brent Daniels and Toby Green and other players have pushed through the Giants midfield. Look, I'm not saying it's a bad move, but it's not, oh my God, game changer. But if he can get back to his best, I guess it could be. Now, this is not a trade-related thing, but I wanted to bring this up. And that Geelong have been fined $77,500 with $40,000 of that suspended for administrative errors, including non-disclosure for third-party payments over a 6-year period and more. 6-year period and more. And $40,000 of that is suspended. Now, key words here. $40,000 of the fine has been suspended for 2 years, pending no further salary cap or soft cap breaches. Geelong are cheats. How many times do I have to say this? Now, Carlton and Sydney in the past, they had that cola ban. Sydney did. They had a 2-year ban from trading or something. Carlton got banned and lost draft picks and everything like that. So why haven't Geelong been penalised the same way? They should be stripped of some draft picks in the first 2 rounds for the next multiple amount of years. Bit similar to how Sydney and Carlton copped it back in the day. I mean, but we're talking about Geelong here. They somehow still get protected even when they cheat and get fined. It's pretty embarrassing. They should be losing. This was in a 6-year period, okay? So that's backdates to 2019. So realistically, did they win a premiership in that time? They did. And did Melbourne Storm in the rugby lose premierships over time for their breaches over time? They did. They went into the next season like with I think they couldn't win or make finals in 1 year in the Melbourne Storm. They couldn't win the premiership and they lost their premiership in the time period where they had their breaches. Carlton, as I said, had years where they lost draft picks and everything like that for what they did. Sydney had a cola ban from trading for 2 years. Why haven't Geelong copped something similar? Now, people will use the argument of Melbourne Storm's the NRL, it's a different sport. Well, there's your AFL comparisons. Carlton and Sydney got a severe ban, not just financially, but from a trade point of view, draft picks and everything like that. So why didn't Geelong cop that? Because it's Geelong, the most protected club in the competition. Hope you enjoyed this trade/free agency update day 4. Till the next one, take care and go Saints. 3 Saints on the board, 2 more to go, and the Saints still have cash to splash.